Hey guys, here's another episode of the Accurate Videos. We've been getting some questions from guys on asking what makes us different from other reel manufacturers, and so we kind of wanted to go through it with you guys.
Yeah, and we obviously we know what makes us different, and so we're going to try to articulate what that is, because I think we live with it every single day. What we think about ourselves and how we're different from other manufacturers. But there's quite a few things. So we'll kind of go down the list here, start from the top.
So, first thing is for us is we're made in America. So this all of our products have been designed here in our factory in America. We buy all American materials. We run them on CNC equipment, and we feel like we start in the beginning, which is the most important thing is it's made in the USA, and we make it out of billet aluminum, all American aluminum from here in the US.
Yeah, really, and that aluminum is all locally sourced here right in Los Angeles and Orange County, and we actually certify it, and we actually check the where it comes from, the certification, make sure it actually is American-made product. So the other big thing was twin drag. I mean, back in the day, that kind of started us out. We originally were doing side plates and frames, and then Dave and I came up with the twin drag idea, and that's with the drag on both sides of the reel. You got one side of the spool and the other side, which no one had ever done before. And we patented that back in the early 2000s, and that really started the whole thing off for us. So that was a completely new design. No one had ever done it before. We spent probably about 5 years figuring that out, and it works really well.
And when we did it, the first thing we did was the ATD series, which these things are like Mack tanks. These things are super strong. They're over-engineered. So guys have done some incredible things with them for the last 20 years. Caught big fish on reels that are on the smaller scale because of all the braid. And when you look at how we designed them and all the tolerancing and the bores that we hold for the bearings and the shafting, we hold really close tolerances on it. So at the end, you get a product when you put it together that's just unmatched. It will behave, and it will give you way more than you expect because things were made right from the beginning.
And then that really comes back to, like Dave was saying, tolerances and materials. I mean, this is a part for a jet airplane that we've been making probably since probably the late 70s. And, everything on this part is, very close tolerance. This is a 3-piece assembly. There's a main body and then 2 plugs, but 2/10 tolerance all around, run out, in terms of concentricity and vibration. We're really good at doing those type of parts. So after we made this, 3 generations, when we went under the fishing reel, we just took everything we had known from this and applied to the reels. And so, like I said, we're holding tenths on this, which is 0.0001 of size, and we applied that to the reel. So we really kind of did over-engineer the reels, but that's all we knew. So we make everything to the best tolerances we can make them.
Yeah, and so then you take this idea that we did here, and then we started progressing into other reels and different sizes and stuff, and then we got into the Boss line. We became better and better at making things lighter and stronger, carving out more material with the new technology we learned in CAD. And then that's what you get from the Valiant series, which is just a really kick-ass reel, little reel, twin drag, puts out a lot of drag, 2-speed if you need it, for anything from say 30-pound braid all the way up to 130 to 200, probably 180, 130-pound braid would be the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we do when Dave and I design the reels is really, it starts out with a bunch of different things. One is we want it to be super light and super strong. And so, some of the stuff we do on our reels, or actually a lot of stuff we do on our reels, it's not really about how much time it's going to take and the materials. It's just really about making it right. And so we go above and beyond what other manufacturers are going to do to make this reel amazing. And so we really don't look at it a lot of times. I mean, sometimes we're designing things and, we're making it super thin and webbed out so it's light. And then him and I get together, I'm like, God, that's going to add another 5 minutes to the frame, or 3 more minutes to the spool, or 5 more minutes to the side plate. We're like, well, is it going to make it really bitchin'? And we both go, yeah. And so then we go, well, we're going to do it. And we're going to make it the best we can make it.
That comes to that cost-driven thing. We're not really driven as much by cost. We're driven by a passion to make a really badass product. And we try to do that day in and day out. So, guys, thanks for hearing us today. We got some more information coming out. And we'll see you out there fishing sometime.
Fish hard.